This is Whitey's Fishing, a guy who lives and breathes fishing. His entire channel is about casting lines, catching fish, and living the angler's life. But recently, he uploaded a video with a chilling title, The Dangers of Rock Fishing, Near-Death Experience.
Oi, I don't reckon you're getting it. Oi, I'm putting on a fucking, what's it called? Oi, 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 don't, fuck! He's in the water, bro! Oi, Reed! Dude, just try to swim towards us, bro. Oi, oi. Chuck us a pole. Oi, oi, you just be on wave watch. Oi, oi, hold that. Go, just climb yourself up. Oh! Oi, oi. Fuck! Dude! Oi, big one! Fuck! You're gonna have to come up, dude. Try come up. Hold that. Oh, dude, you're gonna have to fucking cut yourself. It's all good, don't worry about the rod. It's just... Here, hold this. Go, climb. Alright, try get a foot grip. Just try get a foot grip. Come on, brother. Holy fuck. Yeah. Boy, go. Start coming up. Oh, I got you. Fuck. Sam, bro. Dude. Grab rod. Fuck. Holy fuck. This is fucked. Just don't panic. Oi. Just come this way. Dude! Come up here. Oi, you're gonna need to come this way, man. Reed, come this way. Swim out here. Just swim out here, man. Sam, get ready. Just swim up. I reckon just try climb the rocks. Here, you're up, yup. Go. Just start climbing, just fuck. You gotta swim this way. Oi, just stay calm. Just stay calm, that's all you can do. Dude, fuck! Oi. Dude! No! Fuck, man.
In less than a minute, they went from a fun day of fishing to fighting for their friend's life. One of them even reached out so far that he nearly got pulled in too. It was chaos. Yelling, splashing, waves crashing, but none of them gave up. His friends scrambled to the edge, shouting instructions. Stay calm. Don't panic. Swim this way. But if you've ever been in rough surf, you know it's not that easy. Every time he tried to climb up, another massive wave slammed him back down, cutting him up on the rocks. At one point, it honestly looked like he was going to get sucked right back out into the open ocean.
Oh, big wave. Go, Grandma! Oh, no! Fuck! Oi, just stay as calm as you can, man. Yeah, I know, it fucking slipped. Oi! I think this isn't a good idea. You just gotta try and grab the rocks. We have to get on. No. Oi! Fuck, man. Gotta come this way. Oi, here. Get ready. Swim right. Swim this way. Yeah. Oi, another big one. This is fucked. Fuck, man. I don't reckon he keeps trying to grab this because it just... Come right.
Don't panic. Do you have anything to like...
I don't know. Rope. Oh, do you have it on you? Is it in your bag? Oh, we got rope. Just stay calm. Oh, you start swimming in a bit. You can't. Oh, you can't swim in. He's too exhausted. He's just getting fucked, man. We can't jump in, because if we jump in, we're all fucked.
Oh, unless you can...
Oh, yeah. This is fucked.
He's gonna have to come close.
Oi, come close. Oi. But try come right, because you'll get slammed here. He needs to get a foot here. And as soon as he gets a foot here, he's asleep. I know. Fucking hooked everything. Come right. Go grab it.
Go back.
Huh? Go back. Go get good foot in. Just hold on to this and let it ground you. Let it ground you. Go stand on that. Stand on that.
Go.
Fuck.
Go.
Oi, dude. Just go stand. Have a quick. Have a climb. Holy fuck.
Get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Holy fuck. God.
After what felt like forever, the guy finally managed to grab hold of the rope his friends had thrown down. With the waves crashing over him, he clung to it for dear life while they pulled with everything they had. Inch by inch, they dragged him back towards safety, fighting against the ocean's grip. By the time they got him out, he was a mess, cuts all over his arms and legs, bleeding, completely drained of energy. But he was alive, and honestly, the only reason he survived was because his friends didn't hesitate to risk their own safety to pull him back from the water. Tonight's story comes from Exploring With Me, a channel run by outdoor enthusiast and solo camper Marlo C. If you're familiar with her content, you know she's no stranger to wild camping. Rain, wind, remote forests, she's faced it all. But on one particular trip, something felt different. This wasn't your typical peaceful night in the woods. Marlo had planned a solo wild camp in the forest, right after a day of heavy thunderstorms. Despite the rain and the sticky humidity, she was in high spirits. The camera catches her casually setting up camp and talking to her viewers, just lighthearted stuff. She chats about her gear, her favorite mashed potatoes, and jokes around about how the air smells raw but fresh. She walks her audience through her sleep setup, foam mat, inflatable pillow, and a camping quilt. Everything's laid out and ready. The whole vibe is chill, like you're just hanging out with a friend in the woods.
It's coming up on 7:30. Gonna just take a little woodland walk while my mashed potatoes are absorbing the water. This is beautiful. The air smells fresh. It's not stifling hot or anything. The reason I have a sweatshirt on is because it's cool, but it's raw, you know, and just because of the humidity and stuff, I have it on. Let's get back to the tent. Taters. Hello, and welcome back to Taters in a Tent. Who doesn't love good mashed potatoes? Mashed potatoes. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? They're good though. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of like the mashed potatoes you used to get in school. You know, like that mashed potato lump you would go through if you got lunch in school. They would serve you those potatoes. It was just like a big old lump, but they're good. Almost tastes like the potatoes at KFC. Not bad. Wonder if we're gonna get more rain. Let me just show you what the sleep system is, I guess, if you want to call it a system, while we still have some daylight. Okay, Trekology pillow, camping quilt by Hot Cocoa, Nemo tensor, 25 by 72, foil mat. So that's what we got going on.
But here's where the shift happens. Once the sun dips and she settles into her tent, that calm energy starts to change. Slowly, quietly, around 11 p.m., Marlo turns off her light and tucks in. The temperatures dropped a bit, the air still heavy from the earlier storm. First, everything seems fine, but then there's that creeping feeling. You know, the one, that gut-deep sensation that someone's watching you? She talks about it on camera. She's not panicking, but she's clearly uneasy. And this isn't her first trip. Marlo's camped all over, stealth camping, wild spots, you name it, and she's never bailed before. Yet this time, the idea of leaving actually crosses her mind. Suddenly, she hears something.
Thought I heard footsteps or something. I've had an uneasy feeling all night. Hello? You ever get that uneasy feeling and you don't know why? I mean, I feel like I'm in like a safe area, but I don't know. Maybe we should just take a walk or something and check it out. I've never bailed on a camp. I mean, it's crossing my mind, but I've never bailed on a camp, whether it was a regular camp, a stealth camp, or a wild camp, so.
Eventually, Marlo decides to step out of the tent. The rain has stopped and everything is dead quiet, almost too quiet. She mentions how you can nearly hear her heartbeat in the silence. It's that kind of eerie stillness that gets under your skin. She pans the camera around, no eye shine, no animal sounds, but the tension keeps building. She even wonders aloud if this is just all in her head.
Do you just ever get that feeling that you're being watched? And I don't mean by like, you know, animals or wildlife or anything like that, but you just get that eerie feeling. Yeah, well, that's the feeling I'm getting. And I could have sworn I heard, like, you know that when like a branch sort of breaks from like a footstep? That's kind of what I thought I heard. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. What the?
packing up in the middle of the night during a solo wild camp? That's rare for Marlo. She didn't even keep the camera rolling during the takedown. That's how serious it felt. She later describes possibly seeing I shine out beyond her campsite. Just a flicker, could have been an animal. But after everything, the footsteps, the gut feeling, that watchful tension, it was enough to say, nope, I'm out. On the way back, Marlo shares a bit more. She's wiping her face, clearly shaken but trying to keep it together. She talks to the camera one last time before heading out of the woods.
I am out. Oh, sorry I didn't film that. I've never taken down a tent at night before. You know, I've never ever taken down a tent at night before, and it is not fun, especially a wet one. And oh boy, yeah, I don't know, you know, I've never bailed a camp. Sorry, I'm just like wiping my face. I've never bailed a camp, but I've just got that like negative energy feel or vibe or whatever it is, and I could have sworn I heard like a crunch of a footstep, or it's just eye shine from an animal right back there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna see you back when I get to my car. I wonder if you can almost hear my heartbeat. Listen. I don't know if you could even hear that. I don't know why I did that, but my heart is just beating out of my chest. So I'm gonna keep on walking, guys. And I will see you when I get back to the car. Oh, this sucks.
It's rare to see Marlo pull the plug on a trip, and that alone makes this one of the more unsettling episodes on her channel. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Dylan Panos, a seasoned wildlife guide and all-around bush expert during a typical morning in the reserve. And trust me, it was anything but typical. Dylan's the kind of guy who's used to close encounters with nature. He spent years guiding people through the African wilderness, teaching them how to safely experience the raw beauty of the wild. So when something makes him pause, you know it's serious. On this particular morning, Dylan had barely stepped into his kitchen setup when he froze. A deep, vibrating growl stopped him in his tracks. He looked up and there it was, a massive male lion, just watching him, calm but very present. And to make things worse, a lioness was chilling right along the outer wall of the camp, just a few feet away from where Dylan was standing. No barriers, just some thin chicken wire fencing, which, let's be honest, probably wouldn't do much if the lions really wanted in.
So, my kitchen is growling at me this morning. As you can see, you've got a beautiful male lion looking through my kitchen window. And I just need to get to that kettle to make some coffee, that's all. But the decision is, should I go cold turkey this morning, have no coffee? What do you guys think? What a dilemma. So this is how we woke up this morning. We've got a honeymoon couple in camp. And the lioness, she's lying right here by the wall. And we can't get even to make our coffee this morning. Very rude behavior. I don't know if this chicken wire, chicken mesh is much of a protection. But yeah, there she is. And he's guarding her. She wants nothing to do with him. We just need coffee, but come on, man.
Now, Dylan being Dylan, he didn't panic. Instead, he turned on his camera and started documenting it like it was just another day in the bush, which, for him, I guess it kind of was. He jokes in the video that the lions were being very rude for blocking access to his coffee. But you can tell, beneath the humor, he's watching their every move. The male lion, especially, is pacing. It's not just passing through, it's patrolling, protecting the lioness, who seems more interested in ignoring everyone entirely and taking a nap against the wall.
Okay, I managed to get the kettle on, so we're gonna have a good cup of coffee this morning. So there the students are in the game drive vehicle. They're wanting to come for breakfast. This is the kitchen and the dining room. But they can't because we've got a lioness lying on our stoop. And we've got a male lion over there trying to get to the female lioness, but she's having none of it. She just wants to be left alone. The male over there is trying to get to the female.
Eventually, after what probably felt like an eternity, the lions grew restless and decided they had better things to do than hang out in someone's kitchen. They slowly wandered back into the bush, disappearing into the tall grass like ghosts. No confrontation, no roaring attack, just quiet tension, and then gone. Dylan and the other campers finally exhaled. No one had moved, no one had dared. It was just one of those moments where nature reminds you who's really in charge. For Dylan, it was another day in the wild, one that probably ended with a very delayed, but very well-deserved, cup of coffee. But for those of us watching, it's a powerful reminder. In places like Sabi Sands, the line between man and nature is razor thin. Even your morning routine, something as harmless as making a cup of coffee, can suddenly turn into a standoff with the king of the jungle. Our next story begins with Sophie, the creator behind the YouTube channel Outdoor Girl Sophie. It was supposed to be simple. One quiet night in a forest not too far from home in Denmark. She'd head back to work early the next morning. No drama, no danger, just a quick escape into nature. First, everything seemed chill. The forest she picked was relatively small, close enough to public transportation but far enough to feel like she was away from it all. It had been raining most of the afternoon, so Sophie was already soaked from the knees down, but her spirits were still high.
Hi, I'm Sophie. Today I'm on a solo camping trip in a forest in Denmark. It's raining a lot. Hopefully it clears up before I have to set up my tent. I hope you will join my adventure. So today it's actually a weekday, which means that I have to go to work tomorrow early in the morning. So today I'm at a forest area close to my home, which means that it's a quite small area and a lot of people here in the summertime. But with this rain, I'm hoping that I will have it a bit more to myself. I can already see now that this forest is very open. So I'm a little bit anxious about putting up my tent here. This is one of the forest areas where it's allowed to put up your tent anywhere you want, but it's also a very small forest area.
As the rain started to ease off, she began exploring, looking for a decent spot to set up camp. But there was something a little off about the place. Felt more used than she expected. Not dangerous, just busy. She saw signs of people everywhere. Bike tracks, walking paths, cars could be heard passing on nearby roads. And then she came across something unusual, a kind of half-built shelter. Just a few logs stacked together, almost like a childhood fort. It looked abandoned but also kind of recent, and it added to that feeling that she wasn't really alone out there.
When I was a kid, I loved building these like wood shelters for myself in the forest. And my dream was to just move there and live all by myself, so that no one could tell me what to do. I'm starting to feel like it's not really possible to camp in this forest. It's so small. Like, there's a road right here with cars, and if I walk like less than 500 meters in that direction, there's another road with cars. And everything is so open. I think this is one of the most isolated spots that I have found so far. I mean, the path is right over there, but still there are trees surrounding me. So I'm thinking to stay here, and I brought food to cook some dinner, and then I can see how I feel during that and after that, and if I feel like putting up the tent and staying here for the night. The ground is very wet, so I'm just gonna use my rain cover to protect my bag. I just walked like 10 meters from where I put down my bag, and there is this open spot where it looks as if someone has made like a fireplace up here. So I'm not the only one trying to escape all the people. This is a very nice spot. So I'm gonna get my bag from right over here, and then I'm gonna stay here.
She chose a small clearing near that spot. It was partially hidden by trees, secluded enough for some privacy, but not too far off the path in case something went wrong. She got settled, cooked a basic meal, not fancy, just enough to fill her up, and tried to enjoy the evening. For a while, it was shaping up to be a pretty normal solo trip. Out of nowhere, loud music started echoing through the trees. Somewhere off in the distance, people were partying or hanging out. That wasn't too concerning at first. But then, a group of 5 men on bikes came tearing down the trail, laughing, shouting, and riding directly past her campsite. Nothing happened, technically, but something about the energy shifted inside her. Suddenly, being alone in the woods didn't feel peaceful anymore. It felt vulnerable. Being a solo woman camper, that moment hits differently.
Now I just need to find a suitable stick for my new table. Maybe it has to be a little bit thicker than this one. Yeah, just when I thought I was alone, there are 5 guys driving through on their bikes, screaming and giving me a big shock. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and cook dinner and maybe camp. I don't know. We'll see.
She tried to push through the anxiety, telling herself that nothing bad would happen. She even continued cooking, trying to enjoy the night, but the thought kept creeping back in. What if they come back? What if someone saw where she was camping and decided to mess with her later? It wasn't about trusting people exactly. It was about how unpredictable situations can become when you're isolated and someone else enters that space uninvited. Eventually, she made the call. She didn't feel safe enough to stay.
So I put the stick into the ground as deep as I could. And now I have a small little table. I think my food have attracted all the mosquitoes. My worst enemy. Now I cleaned up after my dinner. So now should be the time where I put up the tent and get ready for the night. I don't know. I don't think I feel like staying here for the night. Like, you can hear loud music in the distance. And I can hear cars very close by. Oh, no, there is a guy biking right here. Yeah. I think I need to pack up and then just go home in my bed.
She packed up her gear and hiked back to the train station. It wasn't how she'd imagined the trip ending, but it felt like the right choice. She later admitted on camera that it wasn't about thinking someone wanted to hurt her. Most people, she said, are good, but the fear, that doesn't have to be logical. It just has to be real enough to get your heart racing. Sometimes solo camping isn't about how brave you are, it's about how well you listen to your gut. For Sophie, that instinct kicked in just in time. And maybe that's what these trips are really about, learning where the line is between solitude and safety.
I feel, as if I'm not successful with this trip. And it's a bit annoying, but also I just need to listen to myself, and I didn't feel good about staying here, so I'm gonna go home. I feel like I'm giving off a vibe that I'm super worried about people wanting to do something to me, something bad. And I have to say that I'm not. I know that no one wants to hurt me or do anything. It's it's only in my head that I don't know, stuff is happening.
This story begins on the California coast, where a solo van lifer named Aza expected nothing more than a calm, uneventful night. The ocean whispered nearby, the sky glowed in fading shades of orange, and she just picked up a quick meal from a drive-thru. Everything felt ordinary until she realized a blue car was following her.
I love this place so much, but I like to keep it real on this channel, and I don't know what just happened, but basically I just pulled into this spot. I love it, and as I pull up to this spot, I pass by a McDonald's. It's like, I don't know, a mile away from this spot is a McDonald's, or like 2 miles. As I'm driving by the McDonald's, I like made eye contact with somebody who was pulling out of the McDonald's. I didn't mean to, but I guess I did, and I saw him just like make eye contact with me and zoom behind me and follow me, and he followed me all the way up here. And this spot, there's like it's like hard to describe. Maybe I can, oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, so over there, it's like a dead end kind of thing, like with a gate, and that's where I go up there and I turn around there so that I can park here. That's what I do every single time, and nobody else does that. And I do that, and he even follows me up there and around. And right now I parked and I saw him pull up to spec, and then he just was staring at me and I wasn't making eye contact, and then he just zoomed off. So I don't know what that was all about. It's obviously super creepy and I hated every second of it, but whatever, he's gone, and maybe he knew me. I don't know, it's just so weird and creepy. But anyways, we're good. So yeah, oh my gosh, there's a really cute dog walking by. As I started cooking breakfast, I just kept thinking about the guy in the blue car and really hoping he wouldn't come back. So I just focused on making my delicious breakfast sandwich, and of course, I cracked my side window for some ventilation since I was using the stove in my van.
As she pulled out of the drive-thru, she caught sight of a blue car in her mirror. At first, it seemed ordinary, just another driver on the road. But the car lingered, too close. It tailed her along the twisting coastal roads. When she finally reached her campsite, the car was gone. Relief washed over her, until minutes later, it rolled in behind her, creeping to a stop.
So something I noticed as I'm cooking is the creepy guy in the blue car is back. So that sucks. I hope that it's nothing and that I'm just being really sensitive, but I feel like it's something. But this is the reality sometimes for me. And just people on the road, you're a lot more vulnerable, I guess. I don't know how else to put it, but I just get a bad vibe, man. And I was so looking forward to spending my day out here. And I think I still will. Like, I'm not gonna let this totally affect me, but I'm just gonna have to keep my wits about me, I think. And I also think I have to close my curtain now, which I didn't want to do because I like hanging out with, you know, windows, doors, curtains open. But he could be just like sitting there staring at me in his like rearview mirror for all I know. I don't know, but whatever. Also, I burned my egg. It's okay. We're gonna have a good day, nevertheless. Being a girl on the road, I don't know. It's a whole thing. My most viewed video is my creepy experiences as a solo female van lifer, and I talk all about my creepy experiences on the road, and you may have actually found my channel through that video, so what's up? I was not expecting that video to be the one that got the most views, but here we are. There's some crazy stories in there, but all in all, I feel super safe on the road. I do travel alone. I don't feel in danger, except for very rarely, and that's because I take a lot of precautions. And I could get into like my precautions and all of that, but I mean, just to name a couple, like I am always on the move. I never post in real time where I am, stuff like that, and just other precautions in general. I have to take a lot more precautions than men on the road, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the case, and it does suck sometimes, but it never limits me. Like, I never allow creepy people or men who follow me, which happens on the road or not. Like, my home is San Francisco, and I've been followed so many times on the streets of San Francisco, streets of LA, Seattle, you know, and I feel like that's a reality for a lot of women, whether you're on the road or just literally walking to a grocery store. It doesn't matter. You just gotta always have your wits about you, and it's a sucky reality for us girls out there, whether you're on the road or not. I definitely am not freaked out by this weird random person who followed me up here. I do have a weird feeling about it. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm a big go with your gut kind of girl. And if I have a weird feeling, like a weird gut feeling, then I listen to it. And I definitely have a weird feeling about them. And there's no reason to come up here unless you're hiking, or there's a big paraglider club, I think, that comes out here. Or unless you're a van lifer or someone in an RV or a truck and you want to hang out in your rig all day like me. And I say all of that because I've not seen them get out of their rig at all. And I also think it's 2 people. But anyways, I'm just keeping an eye. I'm not gonna let them strike fear into me and like make me move or whatever. I would be interested if I left, if they would follow me. That would be crazy interesting.
She locked her doors, pulled her curtains, and tried to stay calm, but the sense of being watched never left. The strangest part, he never approached, never spoke, just lingered like he had all the time in the world. And in those empty spaces, your mind fills in the gaps. Why was he there? What did he want? The man inside didn't say a word. He just sat, staring. No phone in his hand, no food, no excuse to be there. Minutes stretched into hours, and the weight of his silence became heavier than words. Azza tried to brush it off. Maybe he was lost, maybe he'd leave, each time creeping a little closer, sometimes with a camera out, filming her van.
As soon as I started rifling through my bag of stickers, I noticed the guy in the blue car who I've been talking about this whole time get out and just stare at me. He walked around the car and all of that, and it totally unnerved me. And then before I know it, I see him just drive off. So I just watched that guy who I've been talking about this whole time in the blue car. I swear to God, he's been just sitting in, it turns out it was just one guy, not 2 guys. But like the whole time that I was making breakfast, doing my nails, all of that, I was like checking and just monitoring him and seeing what he was doing. And he never got out once. He always sat in the car and he always had his hand up. I swear to God, he was filming me or something. I'm not sure. It was so weird. I don't know. Who freaking knows? And I kept telling myself like, it's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. But again, the gut feeling. And anyways, the entire time I'm making breakfast, chilling in the van, he was in his car. And then right now, when I got out and went to the back to get my stickers, I came back and I've been sitting in the cab for like a couple minutes. And right after I filmed that clip of me saying like what I'm gonna do with the stickers and all of that, I shut my camera off and I looked up and I saw him like open his door, and he had been in the passenger seat, which I had seen already. That's why I thought there were 2 people, because I noticed somebody in the passenger seat like an hour ago. Anyways, I see him right now get out of the passenger seat and walk around his car to the driver's seat. And as he was walking around the car, he's just staring at me the entire time, staring at me. He gets in the driver's seat, turns the car on, and drives away. And it's just so weird that like he tailgates me in here, follows me, gives me a heavy like crazy look as he's following me, tailing me, drives by me, and I thought he goes away. Then like as I told you, he came back and he just sat in his car and he didn't leave until I got out, and like he saw me get out, because I had not gotten out of my van at all until right now when I got the stickers. And of course, now that he's seen me get out and like seen me outside of the van, that's when he leaves. And I'll be so curious to see if he comes back, but it's just so weird and unnerving, and I don't know. Anyways, these are just my honest thoughts. I wanted to share them. I feel better that he's left. I'll just keep an eye out and see if he comes back. But it's weird, right? I don't know. Please put in the comments below what you think, or if I'm just being crazy or being like too sensitive. I feel like I'm not being too sensitive because he wouldn't stop staring at me. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But let's get on to the stickers, huh?
The man never came back. The rest of her trip went smoothly, days filled with sunshine and ocean air. But that night left its mark, because even when he was gone, the feeling stayed, that cold certainty that someone, somewhere, might still be watching. Before we move on, please make sure to subscribe and help us hit 1,000 subscriber. Every click brings us closer. Now, let's step into the next story. Matt is the kind of guy who lives for the outdoors. Fishing trips, car camping, paddle boarding, you name it, he's out there filming it for his channel. On this trip, he planned a relaxing day with his girlfriend and a friend. The idea was simple: enjoy the sun, take a swim, cook some food, and then sleep under the stars in the back of his Land Rover.
Today, we're doing a little camping trip. We're gonna be hitting up Pit Lake. We just picked up a beautiful body glove paddleboard, jump in the water. It's a beautiful sunny day, 30 degrees Celsius outside. And then afterwards, we're gonna find a little camping spot beside a river, probably the Coquitlam River. We're gonna be car camping in the Land Rover. It's a lot hotter this time. So we're gonna have the moonroof open with this like that, so no bugs are gonna be getting us tonight.
The day couldn't have started better. The sun was blazing at 30 degrees under a flawless blue sky, and after a refreshing dip in the river, the group set out to find a spot to camp. But that turned out to be harder than expected. The riverside was crowded with cars, most visitors just there to swim and leave before nightfall. Matt and his friends wanted to stay, which meant circling the area, waiting for someone to pack up. Finally, after what felt like forever, a space opened, and they claimed it as their own.
There's cars at the wazoo. I doubt these people are actually camping. They're just enjoying the river. We want to be sleeping here. So it's really busy right now, but we're gonna find a spot, we're gonna chill, and then we're gonna capture when they go home. And we're gonna grab the spot and we're gonna end up sleeping in the area, so
With the tents and car set up, it was time for food. They fired up the little stove, laughing and reviewing their lunch like it was some five-star buffet. Spirits were high, but the calm didn't last. While they were eating, Matt's girlfriend noticed movement along the treeline. First, it looked like another camper. Then it stepped into the open, and it was clear what they were looking at.
First couple of bites. That's so good. Have a bite, B-man.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. I need the Brandon review.
Buffet quality.
Boom. Jet oil, baby.
A few moments later.
Oh, I'm not gonna want to camp here now, Matt. I'll come back to that, but I don't want to stand with it.
A black bear, and he's coming close to everybody, so I want to get out of here before he comes this way. He might be walking up there. That's sketchy. That black bear, I don't want to get eaten.
The animal wasn't far, and as it sniffed the air and edged closer, two small cubs suddenly appeared behind her. That changed everything. A mother bear with cubs is one of the most dangerous situations in the wild, and everyone at the river knew it. For a few tense moments, no one moved. The bear passed near their camp and then shifted toward another group further down the bank. The cubs followed, and eventually the three disappeared into the trees. The sighting was brief, but it was enough. Matt and his group decided it wasn't safe to stay. With food and a campfire out in the open, there was always the chance the bear could return, and none of them wanted to risk what might happen if she did.
My heart is racing. Ooh, I don't know if I want to stay down there. Oh my god.
Everything's scaring Shavana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. Interesting situation we have here. Dude, do you see him right now? There's baby bears. There's little cubs. There's cubs trying to cross. All right, I gotta see this. So the mom was there, and now there's cubs. There's cubs.
The first one we saw was the mother.
So she's gonna be protective of the babies.
That guy's the closest in that white shirt.
All right, bear ran across.
Bear and baby bears.
Well, first it was the bear. There was a bear, black bear that came across, and then people said there was, Brandon said he saw cubs. So a mama bear with her cubs in the area makes me sketchy to camp there with food. Sure, we're having a fire, but the smart.
I vetoed the decision.
She vetoed that spot. So, you know, I probably maybe would try it, but it's not the worst idea not to do it. Because those are the situations where you don't want to put yourself in.
They packed up their camp quickly and quietly, loaded their things back into the vehicle, and left the riverside before nightfall. The trip hadn't gone the way they planned, but it gave them a story they would never forget, a reminder that no matter how carefully you plan, nature always has the final say. On May 28, 2019, a group of teenagers set out to fish a small lake. They weren't causing trouble, just casting lines, catching and releasing. But before long, their day turned into something they never expected. An elderly couple marched toward them, visibly angry, claiming the teens were trespassing on private HOA property. Their voices were sharp, accusing, "You're not supposed to be here. This is private." The teens didn't back down. Calmly, they explained that they had already researched the land. According to county records, the lake and the area around it were public. They had fished there before without issue. They knew their rights, and they weren't about to be bullied off the spot.
I'm not telling you that. You're not. Well, then you don't care if
Howdy.
I take pictures of them, do you? Huh?
You're not supposed to be fishing here. This is private property.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
See that?
It's HOA.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Come here, I got something to show you.
I don't care what you've got to show us. It's HOA.
You, John?
No, I'm not
Oh,
done.
John's
I
your
haven't
neighbor.
talked to you yet.
John's your neighbor. All right, you see this? See that piece of land? That's that right there.
Yes.
Guess who owns it? Gwinnett County.
That's right, but it's our HOA.
No, it's not.
This is our
No, it's not.
HOA lake that we
It's not
pay
private.
$300
Let
a
me
month
tell you
for.
something.
It's not private.
I deal with the county all of the time.
Yeah, okay. My dad, yeah,
And
cool.
that is a private
It's not
spot
actually.
of land.
I
Why
have.
do you think they have do not trespass?
Well, I don't see that.
Because
You-
they
you're not
relieved
I got
somebody
grandparents who live here.
because you came up through there. We're getting new signs to put up there.
Oh, are you?
Because people are coming.
Well, this
we
is
are.
public. It's not HOA.
No,
The
it's,
lot
this
down
is
there. Yo,
all
no.
HOA
No,
here.
it's not.
I'll
Yes,
tell you what,
it
I'll
is.
have the police explain it to you.
Or you can. I'll show them
Be
this.
kind enough to tell me your name.
I'm not gonna tell you my name. Why would I do that?
Why? You're not breaking the law.
Okay, but I don't want some like freaking
We are actually. So
dude.
technically,
I don't want some like two people telling me. No, I don't want you knowing my name. What, would you like this?
huh?
It's Gwinnett County. This is Gwinnett County property. Down there, Gwinnett County property.
It is private.
No,
Gwinnett
it's not.
County
That's
property.
private. Down there's private. That other lot down there's private.
Stay right here
Oh,
for
this
another
is
30
right here.
minutes. Stay right here for another 30 minutes, and I'll have somebody explain it to you.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
The police will come and explain.
But down there is public
Do you
property.
want to come walk over here and see what the sign says over
Oh,
here?
well, anybody can put that sign there. I could print out a sign in my neighborhood and say my street's closed if I wanted to. But I didn't.
No, this is a sign put on by Gwinnett County. You come
Well,
over here and I'll-
actually, ma'am,
That's why
it
we
is
don't
Gwinnett
get-
County property.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, this is HOA.
tax dollars pay for this lake.
Oh
No,
my
they
God.
don't.
Yes, they do.
We live on this lake and we
Okay,
pay
that's fine.
$300 a year.
I live on Lake Altoona and I still fish there. Everyone can fish there.
Yeah, it's
because this is a private lake owned by the HOA.
hey.
You come down here and I'll show you this.
All right. Well, the sign's all over there so you can see it.
I know, we're getting 2 more signs because the one got taken down from there.
On jaw, say?
Pardon me?
On jaw?
On jaw.
On jaw?
On jaw.
All right, we're getting the cops called on us we're getting the cops called on us for fishing.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a,
Let's see the sign.
we're fishing in a lake, and we're taking fish and putting them back in. That's the most illegal thing.
Yeah, it's
Let's see.
facing away from us. That is. Why would I?
You think we think we're gonna come down here and just like take a little peek at those?
No, we're going to get 2 more signs. One going to be put up there and one over.
So HOA owns this forest? I didn't know that. Wow. That's a big lot of land. Yeah, but it's funny though. You see this? That lot of land is right there. That lot of land is right here. You look at by her name, Gwinnett County.
Huh?
No, I'm fine. My leg's a little tired.
He's calling
Come on. A young person like you and your...
Dude, I'm a swimmer, man. You know, I have a meet on Thursday. I can't, you know.
Oh, come down here and take a...
But the couple wasn't convinced. What started as a heated back and forth quickly became a standoff. The older pair pointed to signs, insisting the HOA controlled the entire lake. The teens countered with evidence, maps, documents, even conversations they'd had with local officials. This isn't private. It belongs to the county. The argument dragged on, with tension rising by the minute. The couple threatened to call the police, confident the law would be on their side. Meanwhile, the teens stood their ground, repeating calmly that they weren't breaking any rules. Despite being outnumbered and younger, they never raised their voices. They let facts do the talking. There is, what are we doing that's wrong to disturb you? Just let me in on that and we'll leave.
I don't understand what's bugging
Like, so is throwing plastic on plastic line on a graphite hook or graphite rod disturbing you? Is it bugging you? Am I touching you?
I'm going to answer your question.
No, I want you to answer that now. I want that to be the first thing.
Answer it now.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it wrong to steal
We're not stealing.
What does that mean to you? If somebody steals from me...
Well, what are we stealing? What are we stealing?
Are you doing what's right?
What?
You're breaking the law. This is private property. Do not trespass.
I would like proof. I want to come.
We have a whole sheet that says that this is like...
This is Gwinnett County, not HOA. So Gwinnett County does not own this neighborhood. Gwinnett County owns no neighborhood. Therefore, if Gwinnett County owns this lot, there is...
Let me tell you where they own.
It's public.
Wait, do you own those woods?
You're on private property right now.
You have, dude, you're not listening to
Listen to me.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying.
See this indention?
I do. You know what's funny? He doesn't. Who lives there? Do you live there?
Here,
Which house do you live in?
I live in the...
Is that your wife?
3 down. No.
3 down? So, okay.
He knows where I live. It was on my dock.
Okay, so thing is, you see, okay, that was wrong with him. He shouldn't have been there. I told him not to. But right here is okay to fish. And you see that dock? I actually checked the real estate stuff for that, the lot. And the thing is, whoever lives here, that's not his dock, because that is not his property.
That's not the White House right there. That's his dock. That's not.
No, I'm talking about the dock right here. It's actually like it's actually part of Gwinnett County. It's part of this. It's not part of his property. It's part of this. So we actually could fish there if we wanted to. And that lady a few weeks ago yelled at me because of that, and I talked to her, told her the same thing. This is public. So when the cop gets here, I'll talk to him. Tells me to leave, I'll leave. But I'm not going to listen to you, because you like every time.
You gotta know whose property you're on.
Would you like to you want to throw a few casts out?
What'd you say?
You want to throw a few of these out, see if you can catch anything?
No.
You want to say hi to YouTube?
I don't care what you're doing.
It's fun, no.
All I want you to do is recognize
you should be going out inside playing.
You know, we're kids. We're freaking outside. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you my age, but I'm a teenager.
And I'm a teenager.
We're both teenagers. You know, you should be happy we're not inside playing video games. We're outside doing something active.
I'm very happy you're not
Thank
doing
you.
that.
God bless you.
You're on private property.
Well,
but what are we doing to disturb anybody?
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
What are you doing on private property when it says no trespassing?
Well,
we didn't see.
Well, we didn't see that. And the guy who lives in one of these 3 houses.
That house is the only house
that
belongs to
this one.
HOA.
Okay.
This one does not.
Well, see, the thing is, you know what's funny? This is an HOA, though.
No. Yes. This belongs to that guy, and he's a member of the HOA.
Do you want to see the sheet again?
He's never. Like, we talked to him on the way because we passed his house and
Dude.
he waves to us on the way there.
Matt Harrell is the man's name.
He waves to us.
If he waves to you, say, Mr. Harrell, can I fish?
Well, no. I asked him a few weeks ago, hey, is it okay if I like fish in behind you? Like, yeah, anytime you want. And he told me about the people who live in this house and this house. John, whoever those people are, and I guess you too, that will freak out if anyone goes anywhere near them. I was told.
I didn't freak out.
Oh,
you did. You called the cops on us. That's freaking out.
I mean, yeah, you're a little over,
You refuse to believe what we're telling you.
Still, the couple refused to listen. Their frustration boiled over, accusing the boys not just of trespassing, but of stealing, disturbing the peace, and even disrespecting the neighborhood. The teens pushed back with logic. They weren't leaving trash, they weren't keeping fish, they were just enjoying the outdoors. Something they argued was far healthier than staying home glued to screens. For over 30 minutes, the standoff continued. The couple repeated the same threats. The teens responded with the same calm explanations. At one point, the argument grew so petty that they debated whether or not a dock even belonged to the homeowner who claimed it. Every detail became a point of battle, but then something interesting happened the police never showed. Despite the couple's insistence, no one came to remove the teens. Eventually, frustrated but still composed, the group decided to leave on their own terms, cameras still rolling. The video went viral not because of the fishing, but because of how it played out. Viewers were shocked at how aggressive the adults became, and equally impressed by the composure of the teenagers. They didn't escalate, they didn't get physical, they simply stood their ground, showing that sometimes the hardest battles outdoors aren't against predators or storms, but against people who believe